Alrighty, welcome to the next game, playing the orange. Protoss HDY HQK playing the playing the pink Zerg LsP SooAh. For a moment I was really afraid that he's Terran, but then I saw Zerg and okay, so he's Zerg now. Well, he's not happy about that because Zerg is his worst race, but maybe he is happy. I mean, come on, he was playing Terran all the time in the tournaments, or in this tournament, so I think he's happy about this because, if I'm not mistaken, he was Protoss only once, yeah, and the other 3 games Terran, yeah. So this is his 5th game, but he was Terra mostly, so this is the first time getting a Zerg, and he's really strong at PVZ when he is Protoss. So let's find out how his ZVP plays off this time. And same opening by RGB, so Forge and Nexus, and of course a little bit of a choke there. So if this is scouted on time, then SooAh can make an advantage of this situation, but the first Overlord started off in the incorrect location, or incorrect, yeah, way, or direction, or was the 4th word? Place, venue. Anyways, so he'll need to catch this. He needs to find out very fast what's going on here, because if he knows that, then he would have time to prepare, but it's still quite hard. Still quite hard to prepare in this case, because if well, the best option is going really quick and mass hydras, because they can be utilized as a live drop defense, but they can also protect in case, or they can be used as a defense in case Protoss players just come here to the choke and try to destroy the Sunkens. Then the Hydras can be used to kill those rivers. So it's a bit hard because they have to focus. They need to find out whether the other player wants to drop or wants to use the rivers to break the choke. And Protoss is also in a nice spot, because even though, so even if the Zerg player goes for quick links and quick mass links, then it's very hard for him, I mean for the Zerg player, to enter the base of the Protoss player, because if a little bit of a choke is available, just like now, and Zealots are blocking the way, then it's very hard to get inside and do damage. But SooAh is doing a nice job. He's not wasting economy on the choke. He is adding hatcheries, getting gas, and so on. But alright, this is interesting because, oh, never mind. Okay, so there goes the Robo, this time at the choke. So we will see drops, of course, but a bit later, so not as in the last game, so the drops are coming a bit later. And it's alright. Yeah, probably he will just have the one Stargate just to escort the shuttles. But yeah, he's not really rushing with the drop actually. And so he's just preparing for the Hydras just to be sure. He doesn't want to die to drops. Okay, what I feel, alright, so RGB won't go for a drop. He will, I think he will try to attack now, and if the attack fails, he will just use shuttles to load the zealots in the base of SooAh. But anyways, alright, speed is down, he's flooding inside, and he's on the hunt for the Sunkens, which are really going down to the zealots. Alright, a few more Sunkens are finishing, and these Hydras were not really utilized until now, so alright, this attack was a nice surprise attack with mass speed zealots, but it didn't really work out, so, and I think RGB will forget this option or this idea which I delineated a few months ago, so he won't really load units inside his base of SooAh. He'll go with standard drops, so well, that option wouldn't really work out for him, because SooAh had of course overlords all around the place, so he would have seen the shuttles and he would have reacted with the Hydras anyway. Okay, he's coming again, but I'm not sure about this, because yeah, SooAh managed to get a few more Sunkens and he also had Hydras. But anyways, that's a nice distraction, because the shuttle is... oh my god, alright, so that was a nice catch there with the Hydras. Okay, alright, I must say that SooAh is really doing a nice job, and he seems to be really confident even in his worst matchup, so looking good for him. But he needs to continue focusing on the drops. He cannot afford being dropped. Okay, and this build order is nice, so leaving a little space between each hatcheries, so the Hydras can pop outside or move faster. And this drop is also coded by him. Right, he's trying again, but Hydras are still there, so he's moving downwards totally. Okay, 1-1 upgrade for RJB and no upgrades for SooAh yet. Well, his first priority, of course, is surviving the drops now. That guy doesn't want to work. Okay, drop is coming again from this way, but Hydras are waiting there, and one shot there on the two actually, but alright, that shuttle went down, so that drop failed there. Well, as time passes by in a PvZ, it becomes a bit hard for the Protoss player to go on with the game. They really need to focus there. They have to find out something big, because if the drops are not successful in the first place, then the Zerg player has a possibility to grow, and these lurkers they cannot be a surprise because RGB sees them, but they are a nice touch there. So they will yeah, that's right, so these units had to retreat, and RGB needs to get an observer now. Which he will have anytime soon, but this is good for SooAh because he managed to buy some time, and he is adding more and more hatcheries, getting greater spire soon. So this is really looking good for him now. He's also expanding on his drop defense, but he cannot let his guard down, of course. Needs to pay attention to drops like this one coming inside, and this time the drones had to be pulled, but the Reavers basically managed to catch a few there. Okay, the drones almost ran inside the zealots, but turned back just on time. Okay, 211 upgrade now available for RGB, and no upgrades yet for SooAh. But at the phase of this game, I'm not saying he doesn't need that at all, but it's not #1 priority. But well, attack upgrade will really come handy, because fighting or killing the shuttles will take less time, of course, with upgraded hiders as regards attack goes. But yeah, still, he's alright in this situation and can start the upgrades just a bit later than usual. Okay, this attack is now started as a distraction while the drop goes inside. So is focusing there, drop comes inside, he's not really paying attention, the drones are pulled a bit later, Reaver is unloaded, Storm is off, and basically it killed a few drones, but this newer Storm killed a few more drones there, so this drop was actually more successful than the last one. But those lurkers were out of sight for a moment and the observer is lost, so now SooAh basically can relax a bit because the observer was lost, and we can just lay back now because these units will die for free until the new observers arrive, but it will be a bit late. Alright, newer drop is coming now from this direction and Hydras are waiting there. Let's see if he manages to catch. Almost, oh my god, alright, he managed to do it. So, but he's sending the drones, okay. Send back a few of them, but these drones, oh my god, alright, this can be a free catch. Free catch, and oh my god, alright, so he managed to save and didn't lose any drones, but they almost ran into these goons and zealots. So Guardians are now available, and it's looking good for SooAh because RGB doesn't have Templars in his army, so these Guardians basically are able to inflict as much damage as SooAh wants, because, well, goons are basically good against Guardians, but of course without the Templar it's just a bit harder for them, takes more time. But yeah, mass goons of course are really good against Guardians. Alright, lots of Sunkens are available for SooAh, so the defense is quite nice. He also managed to save a few Guardians, and RGB only has goons in this army, only one zealot left, which also is going down now, so these goons won't do that much. Newer Lookers arrive, but also newer Reavers arrive, so now this is a much better composition as regards army goes, so the Reavers can really help out the goons there. Newer Lookers arrive and they are both down, so they are on the hunt on the goons, which are going down. Only Reavers remain. So Reavers themselves are really strong against Zerg until air units arrive, but SooAh doesn't have Guardians, but right now these Mutalisks are ready. He's saving them, most probably will save them for Guardians. Alright, nice job there fighting those observers. So he's sending these overlords and 2 devourers to fight the observers. And actually one of them went down, but still RGB has one left. Okay, this drop is now coming inside. Drones are pooled. Actually 4 Reavers are, or more than 4 Reavers were unloaded here, but they didn't really manage to do critical damage in the economy of SooAh, who managed to save his drones. Okay, Spore Cronies are available for SooAh, but of course Corsairs took the damage, so this drop wasn't successful either, but at least a few drones died. And but the problem is that after a time Zergs can have the best drop defense out of all the 3 races, because once you have lots of spores, lurkers, hydras, guardians, scourge and so on, so you are just able to defend any way you want. And basically these units are in themselves really strong, they are in themselves are really effective against the drop, but combined together it's very good. So newer drop came inside, but for a moment it was, yeah. Oh my god, let's see if the scrap manages to connect, and it didn't. So what I wanted to say, that for a moment it seemed that RGB stopped there and didn't really focus with the shuttle. It was just, yeah, flying around and as if he was lost, but after a time of course he pulled himself together and unloaded those Templars. So a newer drop is coming inside. The Guardians are pooled, so he's not really able to focus with the on the defense, and this is abused now by RGB, who managed to cast Storm on all the drones. Nice job there. Right, so SooAh is in a bit of a trouble now because the drops basically worked out. At least the last two, or last one was quite effective and managed to kill almost all the drones. So right now he is really low on economy and has to focus now. He cannot afford any more drops. And if RGB wants to win the game, he just needs to continue dropping and make sure all the drops work out. I mean, not going to the gym, but being effective. So all the drops have to be effective if he wants to win, because if he gives SooAh time to get drones back and get drop defense back, then again it's very hard for the Protoss and for him to win. So right now these shuttles come inside, drones are pulled, but he has the opportunity to play around with the shuttles and wait till the perfect moment. So he doesn't even unload, he just wants to wait for... he's waiting for the drones to decide where to go, and oh my god, alright. So he waited till the perfect moment, which came, and SooAh pulled his drones, but he forgot them, and basically he lost all his drones. So very hard game, but that's it. GG.